So we're just going to quickly wait for others to join. Here's my other phone. I don't think I can find it here. Aze, good evening. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great. It's nice having you on the live section. Aze. Gift, Regalo, how are you doing, Gift? Trust you're doing great. Welcome to Nurses Lecture Room Live. It's nice having you all on the live section today. Oh, Aze said she's good. So if you're watching, double tap to like the video, and if you have any question, kindly let me know in the comment section. Thank you all for joining our live. Thank you very much. We are here to take your questions as usual. It's a beautiful evening over here. We'll appreciate if you drop on the comment section where you are watching us from. This is an official greeting. Good day, everyone, and welcome to Nurses Lecture Room Live. My name is Mercy Mary. I am a registered nurse midwife in Nigeria, but I'm currently practicing in the UK as a registered adult nurse, and I am also a member of the UK YouTube Health. On this channel, we talk about health, we talk about fertility, we talk about sex, we talk about reproductive health. So if you have any questions in regards to that, feel free to drop in the comment section. And if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly click on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. So whenever we go live, you are first to know and you come and join the live section. And if you're watching right now, also double tap on the screen to like this particular video. It doesn't take any much. It doesn't take money from you. Just double tap the screen and like this particular video. So we have Gift Regalo from South Africa. Gift Regalo, is nice having you here. We have Divine Sunday. Divine Sunday, where are you watching us from? We have Joseph Ebipade. Hello, Joseph. How are you doing? It's a beautiful evening over here. So we have JT from Nigeria. I believe that's Nigeria. Welcome, JT, to Nurses Lecture Room Live. Before it gets busy, if you have any question, this is the time for you to drop that questions in the comment section. So we have Divine Sunday. Divine, how are you doing from Nigeria? It's nice having you here on our live section. We have Bado Kislin from Ghana. Kislin, is nice having you here. Welcome to Nurses Lecture Room Live. And if this is the first time of coming across this channel, please click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our section. So we have Muna. Muna, is nice having you here. Muna, how are you doing, Muna? Trust you are doing great. We have Divine Sunday, said I'm fine. So we have Taiwo. Taiwo, how are you doing? Yes, Kende. Hope Kende is doing great. Hello, Taiwo, and welcome to our live. Can you let us know where you are watching us from in the comment section? So we have Koroma. Koroma Sulema was in our previous live. Thank you very much for joining our live. So we have Venor Iweze. Venor, feel free to drop your questions in the comment sections. That is why I am here to take your questions. So Venom, Yan, Iweze, drop your questions in the comment section. So Venom is watching us from Nigeria. It's nice having you here. Koroma is watching us from Sierra Leone. You can see on this live section, we don't just have Nigerians, we don't just have Ghanaians, we have everybody in this live section. As little as we are, we have a lot of people from different countries in this live section. So feel free to drop your questions. Like I will always tell you, this is a safe space. That is why I like doing my live sections on YouTube, because I feel YouTube is more protected. Unlike Facebook and TikTok, I think people can easily know who you are on Facebook. They can easily know who you are on TikTok because your pictures are there, your videos are there, your friends are there. But with YouTube, it's more or less like secluded. People don't really know who you are. People don't, even if your friend is on this live, sometimes they don't even know. So you can ask your questions. We can try as much as possible to see how we can provide useful answers to you. We can also help you calculate your cycles. On these live sections, we've had a series of I am pregnant, I am pregnant, I am pregnant on the comment section. We've had it over and over again of I am pregnant on the comment section. So feel free to drop your questions in the comment sections. Don't be shy, okay? So we have Ezekiel from Lagos, Nigeria. Ezekiel, is nice having you on our live section. So, Vernon, we have a question from Vernon. Vernon said, does UTI, for those that don't know what UTI is urinary tract infection. Does UTI cause nipple pain? There is no direct link between urinary tract infection and nipple pain. For what I know so far, there is no direct link between urinary tract infection, because urinary tract infection generally affect your urinary system, which is usually down. For those that know, that's where your blood, we're talking about your bladder, your urethra, your penis as a man, your clitoris, and things like that. So that's where urinary tract infection usually affects. Urinary tract infection does not, there's no direct link to nipple pain. So if you are having nipple pain, I would advise you see the doctor. Though infection generally can affect your full body functionality, I think that might have an indirect impact on the mammary glands, but it doesn't really have a direct impact on the breast. What it's called UTI is a different thing entirely. Breast pain is a different thing entirely. So if you're having nipple pain or if you're having infection, I will advise you speak with a doctor. They are likely going to prescribe some antibiotics for you to help eradicate it, to help kill the bacteria if need be. So I don't know if Veno, if that is okay, just let me know in the comment section. So we have Sule Christabel. Please, nurse, what causes waist pain when a woman is seriously wet? What causes waist pain? Personally, I don't really know what causes waist pain when a woman is seriously wet, but this might be the reasons, like the increased estrogen level. It might be the reason, because estrogen is very, very important when it comes to you being in the mood, being wet, being slippery and things like that. So I think it might be your hormones that are likely going to cause the pain. And when you say seriously wet, is it when you are having sex and you're seriously wet, or you're just sitting down and you are wet and you're having pain? So if it's during sex, you're wet and that is when you are noticing the pain, it could be as a result of the position you are during sexual intercourse, and it could be as a result of, it just could be as a result of penetration. That could be the reason why you're having that pain. And also, I want to let you know that if the pain is severe, like you said in the comment section, I will advise you speak with the doctor to find the root cause of that pain. If the pain is really unbearable, is not comfortable, I will advise you speak with the doctor to really get the cause of that actual pain. So, Christabel, let me know if the answer to your question has been, if the answer has been provided to your question, Christabel. So we have Joy Gold. Joy Gold, is nice having you on our live section. Do you have any question for us? Drop in the comment section. Venom Iweze said, yes, ma. So your question has been answered, Venom Iweze. So we have Nurse Miracle. Nurse Miracle, how are you doing? Trust you are doing great. It's nice having you on our comment section. If you have any question for us, Miracle, kindly let me know. So we have Hudson Shalen, how are you doing? It's nice having you. Do you have any question for us today? If you have any question, just let us know in the comment section. We are willing and ready to take that question. So we have a question from Koroma. Koroma said, what are the causes of fibroid? What are the causes of fibroid? The fact is, the exact cause of uterine fibroid is not known. We can't really say this is what is causing fibroid, but there are a lot of like a presumption, should I say a presumption, or risk factors that people say is likely going to cause fibroid, which is hormonal imbalance. So it's been seen that hormonal imbalance can cause fibroid, and also growth factors can actually cause fibroid. Age, obesity, they put you at risk. It's not like a direct cause for fibroid. The exact cause of fibroid is not known. The exact cause of fibroid is not known, but obesity, your age, genetics, like if you have a history of it in the family, can actually put you at risk of going down it. So school of thought to tell you that hormonal imbalance can cause fibroid, but like I said, the exact cause of fibroid is not known. So Koroma, let me know if the question is answered. So Alvin said, what causes on and off sores around the vulva, and it is so uncomfortable while walking? So what I will ask you is that, how does this sore look like? How does this sore look like? The basic things that are likely going to cause those irritations, that likely going to cause those sore in your vulvas, are irritations. For example, what are you using to wash your vulva? Are you using soap? Yes. Are you using scented soap? Are you putting some harsh soap in the vulva? Are you scrubbing the vulva with your hands or with a sponge? All these things can actually cause sore. Sometimes we feel we are washing the vulva properly, but that is not it. I think I'm planning to make a video on how to wash the vagina and to wash the vulva. Let's say the vulva properly. The video is going to be dropping soon, and I will encourage all ladies to turn on the notification bell, subscribe. So when that video pops up, you are the first to actually watch the video because it's very important. Because if you are not washing the vulva properly, that can result in sore. And different women's they have different kind of vulva. Some vulvas, some women, their vulva are very sensitive in such a way that when they use soap, when they use some harsh scented product, it actually alters, like it irritates the vulva and it causes sores. And some women that have dry skin, like psoriasis, eczema, and that it's also around the vulva, that can cause that soreness around the vulva. This is more or less like the basic cause of sores around the vulva. So let me know, Alvin, if that answers your question or you need more explanation. So Alvin, I would like to know if that answers your question. So we have a lot of questions. So Mafri Alvin, hi, how are you doing, Alvin? So we have Muno said, please talk about pelvic conjunction syndrome, which causes pain on some women when wet during arousal. Personally, Muna, I don't really have idea about that pelvic conjunction syndrome. What I can promise you is that I'm going to read about it and come back to you about it, because this is the first time I'm actually hearing that pelvic conjunction syndrome. I'm just going to write it down. Oh, my pen is not working. So I'm just going to screenshot it. So let me just screenshot the live. So I'm going to read about it. Hopefully, Muna, you're always on our live. Tomorrow you're going to join us on our live. Then we're going to be talking about it in details. That's the pelvic conjunction syndrome, which causes pain on some women when wet during arousal. So I'm going to read about it, then come with it. Is that okay? Because I have no idea about that syndrome. I've not really read about it once. Alvin, I think your question has been answered. So yes, it answered. Okay. So Tikora said, I have a video today that pawpaw leaf can cure gonorrhea. Is that true? Personally, I don't know about pawpaw leaf curing gonorrhea, but I generally know herbs are very, very helpful. They are good in the body, but I don't know about pawpaw leaf curing gonorrhea. So for gonorrhea, it's most times the doctors usually prescribe some antibiotics to help treat it. So I don't have an idea about pawpaw leaf curing gonorrhea. I'm not really familiar with traditional medicine. So I can't really give useful advice in regards to that. Okay, Veno Yan Iweze said, I do have pain when urinating, but there is no awful discharge or odor. Moreover, I have been having nipple pain recently, but the pregnancy test shows negative. See, if you're having pain while urinating, that could signify UTI. So what I would advise you to do is to see the doctor and get it treated at. So pain, especially like you can, whenever the urine is coming out, you feel this pepperish, like should I say pepperish? It's pepperish, like it's very pepperish that you tend to stop and pee. That could be a sign of UTI that needs to be treated. So what I would advise you is to go to the doctor and get it treated. So Celebrity Vibe said, how to last long in bed? Give us tips. Lasting long in bed, like depending if you are a man or a woman. So in summary, sorry, let me just reply. Let me just send a message. All I had a call. I had to just quickly send a message. So you said how to last long in bed. Give us tips. In terms of lasting long in bed, it depends on if you are a woman or a man. Because a man might be battling with erectile dysfunction. And when a man is battling with erectile dysfunction can be caused by different factors, which we've explained in our previous live and in some of our videos. We talked about the psychological causes of erectile dysfunction, like unable to last long in bed. And we also talk about the medical causes of inability to last long in bed. Let's talk it that way. So I want to know if you are asking us from a man's perspective or from a woman's perspective. Can you let us know in the comment sections? Ebirati Courage, Ebrimati Coral, how are you doing? Do you have any question for us? Alvin, you said your question is not answered. So we have Grace Aderemi Bosse. Hi, good evening. Good evening, Aderemi Bosse. Where are you watching us from? Do you have any question? Can you let us know in the comment section? Then we also have Grace. Grace, good evening, us watching from Ogun State. Grace, it's nice having you on the live section. It's nice knowing you're watching us from Ogun State. If you have any questions, feel free to drop on the comment sections and we are ready to take your questions. So Mona Leon said, thank you. It's actually okay. You're welcome, Mona. We're going to be talking about that. I'll just read about it and because I don't really know about that congestion syndrome. So we have Malfrin Alvin. The sores are like cuts, and when you wipe off after urination, you can see tiny blood like a wound. See the doctor, Alvin. See the doctor, Alvin. That's my advice. See the doctor. Yeah. And if you are using any harsh scented soap on the vulva, I will advise you to stop it. Stop using any scented soap on the vulva. See the doctor and let them examine you. Because I feel most people, they are shy to actually see the doctor in regards to their sexual health, in regards to their reproductive health. They are really, really shy about it. So what I would advise you to do is to see the doctor, get it treated. It could be an infection. It could be an infection that needs to be treated. It could be something less serious than you are thinking. So see the doctor in regards to that and don't be shy to express how you feel. If you're not comfortable, if you're a female, you're not comfortable with a male doctor, kindly let them know to switch doctors. We have a lot of female doctors that are gynecologists or something. So if you're not comfortable with a male doctor, let them talk to a female doctor to see you. So we have winter leave. Your location, please. I'm online. I'm online at Nurses Lecture Room. That's my location. So we have Confidence Uchena. Hi, Confidence from Lagos, Nigeria. Confidence, is nice having you on our live section. Do you have any question for us? If yes, kindly drop on the comment section. Aderemi Boss says, watching from Lagos. Is nice having you. Alvin said, thank you. Okay, from a mass perspective, celebrity vibes, from a mass perspective, first of all, you have to look at the psychological aspect because sometimes stress, as little as stress, you see stress can affect your sex life as a man. Especially with what is happening in the world today, there is inflation, there's crisis, there is war. Those little stress, cost of living is going up. Those little stress can actually affect your sex drive. Yes, you heard me right. They can actually affect how long you last on bed. So that's something you should consider if you are stressed out or not. It's as simple as stress. Then are you having anxiety? Simple thing like anxiety, depression can affect your sex drive as a man. I'm going from the basis, the little things that we ignore, that we feel does not affect or impact our sexual life. So stress can affect, anxiety can affect, depression can affect, and something that can also affect is if you are not in a good term with your partner, with your spouse, that can also affect. If you are not in a the relationship with your partner is not really good, or you are having conflicts in marriage, that can psychologically drain you, that can psychologically affect your functionality as a man in bed. And if you already have that mindset, you are being disturbed, like, oh, yeah, you're having anxiety before the sex even starts. Are you sure will to perform? Oh, it's not long enough. Oh, I don't usually last long. If you continuously inculcate that in your brain, that can also affect your sex drive. So if you already have that mindset, oh, I don't used to last long, you are scared. Even before the sex activity starts, you are already scared that you are not able to last long. That can affect your sex drive too. That's something you should take note of. When it comes to sex drive, you have to build your self-esteem. to be able to dive into the sex drive. And there are a lot of medications out there, there are a lot of cream out there that they tell you work for erectile dysfunction that can make you last longer. Sometimes you can't even come out to say, it didn't work because because it's something you are shy about. All right. So you have to look at the psychological aspects of erectile dysfunction, why you're not lasting out in bed. Then if that is not working, it could be medical, it could be as a result of an infection, it could be as a result of low testosterone. All these things are something you should take note of. If personally you know it's not psychological, what I would advise you to do is to see the doctor. All right, then try as much as possible to do a lot of romance. Like, let your spouse, your partner knows what works best for you, what makes you last longer. I think it's when it comes to sex, it has to be a two-person thing. Both parties should talk about it. Like, you know what is best for you. You can also talk to your partner about it and say, okay, these particular things are best for me. These are the particular position. With this particular position, I tend to come quickly. With this particular position, I tend to last longer. Can we do more of this particular position so that I can last longer? So these are communications we should talk about, because I've noticed as couples, you talk about everything. You talk about finances, you talk about the kids, you talk about families, but you don't talk about sex life because one or two people are shy about it. They don't know how to express themselves. So it is very important for we to be free when it comes to sex talk with our partner. It's not just about finance. It's not just about the food we should eat. Sex is also very important. It's a very important conversation that I feel partners should actually involve in themselves. So after sex, there's nothing bad in asking your partner, did you like it? There's nothing bad in asking your partner what position is best? Like, what should I work on? There's nothing wrong in asking these simple questions. Like, sometimes it might look heavy, but don't make it look heavy. These are questions that are very important for couples to always ask if they want to improve each other's sex life. So that's that. If you're watching this video, we've answered a lot of questions. What I would advise you to do is to help us with the video, just double tap the screen and automatically likes the video. That's all you need to do. Just double tap the screen and it automatically likes the video if you've not double tapped the screen. So that is that. Celebrity vibes. I hope that answers your question, celebrity vibes. So we have Bosse said, what can I use to treat pelvic infection? If you're having pelvic infection, see the doctor. Probably the doctors are going to prescribe antibiotics for you to get it treated out. So one thing I don't advise is that I don't advise you prescribing those antibiotics yourself, because there are different classes of antibiotics. There are different types of antibiotics. So seeing the doctor is going to know the type of antibiotics that's going to suit you. Personally, I'm not licensed to prescribe. I can't prescribe for you. So your doctors are still going to do the prescription for you. All right. So they're going to tell you the best antibiotics that's going to work for you and help you feel better. So that's Bosse, and I hope that answers your question. So Winterleaf said, it also depends on the partner. If both of them are working, both of them will be on the level. In what aspect? Are you talking about sex? Sex, is that what you're talking about? Like, I know if both parties are busy, both parties are stressed out, if they usually have sex like 5 times a week, it might go down to as low as 1 or twice a week. So I believe that's what Winterleaf is trying to talk about, if I'm not mistaken. Winterleaf, let me know. Winterleaf, is that what you're trying to talk about? So we have Confidence. Confidence said, what could be the cause of colorless liquid coming out from the breast, from the nipple, like the breast? So one is breastfeeding. If you are breastfeeding, definitely breast milk is going to come. For you to ask this question, it's obvious that you're not breastfeeding. So one of the reasons is actually hormonal fluctuations. There's an hormonal imbalance. So if a lady is having hormonal imbalance, that can result in colorless liquid coming out from the nipples. Yeah, so hormonal imbalance is one of the most common reasons why people experience that liquid coming out from the breast. So if that is not it, you can also check the medications you are taking if you are on any particular medications. If you are on any medication that can alter your hormone and result in colorless liquid coming out from the breast. An infection of the breast can cause liquid to come out from the breast, and other benign conditions can cause liquids to come out from the breast. So confidence, if you notice that, the first question you need to ask yourself is, are you on any medications that's likely going to fluctuate your hormone? If not, do you have any history of hormonal imbalance? Are you suspecting any form of infection? If you are not sure, in summary, I would advise you see the doctor. But hormonal imbalance, like high prolactin levels, can actually result in something that looks like breast milk coming out from the nipple. Confidence, let me know if that answers your question. I just hope Confidence is still online. So if you have any question, feel free to drop on the comment section. That is why we are here today, to take all your questions. And don't forget to double tap the screen to like the video. Double tap the screen. The likes we are getting are not equating with the number of people watching. So double tap the screen and it automatically likes the video. So if you have any question, okay, Confidence, is it clear? Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? Aderemi Bosse said, yes, I have done that. Doctor gave me antibiotics, but still yet I am not getting pregnant. See, if you are not getting pregnant, Aderemi Bosse, these are my questions. When you are trying to conceive, the first thing you should take into consideration is, are you having a regular cycle? Do you see your menses regularly? Like every month, do you see your menses? And when you calculate your cycle, is it regular? Do you have an idea of the day you are ovulating? That's also something you need to ask when you're trying to conceive. So if you have an idea of the day you are ovulating, you are seeing your period, and still you are not getting pregnant, the next thing you should do is to go for like general checkup, when it's reproductive checkup, not just you, but also your spouse. Your partner should go for semen analysis to analyze their sperm, just to make sure that the sperm morphology, the sperm motility, they are intact. The sperm counts are intact. Because if these things are not intact, that can also affect you trying to conceive, not just the pelvic infection. And when you took these antibiotics, did you go back to the doctor and the doctor said that there is no longer infection, that you are fine, or you still feel sick, you still feel that pelvic infection is still there? So Aderemi Bosse, I would like to know in the comment section. So Stargate said, I just double tap. Thank you very much. If you've not double tap the screen and it automatically likes the video. Okay. So we have Uchena Confidence. Could hormonal imbalance also cause irregular menstruation? Yes. Hormonal imbalance can cause irregular menstruation. Hormonal imbalance can cause irregular menstruation. So that could be the reason why your menses is not coming at the right time, or why it's fluctuating. So hormonal imbalance can cause irregular menstruation. Okay, so let's keep the questions coming. At least we have a lot of questions, no break in between. So you said my periods are not regular. That could be as a result of hormonal imbalance. So what I would advise you to do is to go see the doctor, get those things checked out, because hormonal imbalance can result in irregular period. If you have any question for me, kindly drop on the comment section. Like I earlier said, I'm willing and ready to take your questions. Confidence, you're welcome. You're welcome. And also, if you have somebody that is concerned about their personal health, their reproductive health, you can copy the link and share with them, or they can join us in our previous live when they are in our next live sections when they are free and when they have the time to join us. Okay, so Aderemi Bosse said, yes, I menstruate every month, but my cycle changed from month to month, like 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and I don't know where to ovulate. Adoremi, when you say your cycles change from month to month, are you saying okay, 23 of July, 24th of August? Is that what you're trying to say? Or when you calculate your cycle, the days interval is usually 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I really want to understand what you're trying to say. Can you remember the exact date of this? That's the start date of your last 3 meses. Bless you. Can you remember the start date of your last 3 meses? Bosse, can you remember the start date of your last 3 meses so I can calculate and see myself? So we have Igodaro Gladys. Good evening, Gladys. How are you doing? It's nice having you on our live today. AXXXX said, oh, yes. Oh, to what? It's nice having you, AXXXXXXX. Thank you for joining our live today. So if you can remember the start date of your last 3 meses, Bosse, I will advise you drop in the comment section. Let me see. Let me try and calculate it to see how regular or irregular your cycle is. But within 23 and 27, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So, and while you might be thinking you have irregular cycle, there are some basic things that can affect your cycle, like stress. Stress can affect your ovulation. Stress can affect the day you see your meses. Stress. If you are stressed out, if you are anxious, you're stressed generally, it can affect your meses. If you are taking painkillers, you're taking some medications, maybe treating malaria, all those medications can actually affect your cycle. That's that. Then yeah, medications can actually affect your cycle too. That's something you should take note of. So if you're trying to get a regular cycle, when you're having headache, when you know that paracetamol is not needed, is not, when you sleep, everything will be fine. I see no reason why you should take the paracetamol or you should take the ibuprofen. All right. You only take medications when there is a need for it and you're sure you need it. But if it's a situation where you need to rest and everything is going to bounce back together, I don't see any reason why you should take painkillers. So Aderemi Bosse, can you let me know in the comment section the start date? Then we'll try and see how we can calculate it for you. For others that are just joining, welcome to Nurses Lecture Room Live. My name is Mercy Mary. I'm a registered nurse midwife in Nigeria, but I'm practicing in the UK. So if you have any question, feel free to drop on the comment section. I am willing and ready to take your question. So Stargate said, the last day of my period was July 19th, yesterday. I saw a small clot remnant blood and something like a stretchy white discharge. I was wondering why that came out one time. How many days cycle do you have? Stargirl, I would like to know how many. Is your cycle short? Having that stretchy discharge is just like a vaginal discharge. I would call it a vaginal discharge coming out at that time. But if your cycle is very, very, very short, there's a possibility you could be ovulating. If your period lasts for like 6-7 days, there's a possibility you could be ovulating. If you have a short cycle, it could be a sign that your ovulation is very close. Yeah, because if you have like 24-day cycle, day 10 is usually your ovulation. And if you have a 22-day cycle, day 8 is likely going to be ovulation. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. If you have a 22-day cycle, your ovulation date is going to be 22 minus 14, and that's like 8, right? So day 8, you see, if on your period you are on dates, that means you could be ovulating on that day. You could be ovulating. It shows if your cycle is 22 days, yes, you could be ovulating on that day, and that could be the reason why you are having that discharge at the last day of your period. So if you are trying to get pregnant, that was actually the right time to actually have sex. So I think that we've answered Stargate question. So we have Uchena said, What is the correct way of calculating menstrual cycle? There are so many misconceptions and I am confused. So, Uche now, I think I'll have to do like just that. I'm using a front camera. Whenever I use the board, it's kind of mirrors the image. It doesn't really. Okay, we have a video. Should I recommend that video? All right, I'm going to try and make a video on how to calculate your cycle. Just subscribe and turn on the notification button. I'm going to make a video soon. I don't know how soon it is. Seriously, I don't know how soon it is, but I'm going to try as much as possible to make a video soon, as much as I can, to explain in details how to calculate your cycle. So anticipate that video soon. Anticipate the video soon. It's going to come up soon. So I'm going to try and see what I can do. Because even if I explain it on my paper, you're not going to get it. What I can do is just to help you calculate it. So that's what I can do. So I don't remember what I said. I cannot remember the dates. But last 3 months, it was 23 days cycle. Last 2 months, it was 24 days cycle. Why this month? It was 24 days cycle again. If you're having 23, 24 days cycle, your ovulation is likely going to be day 9 or day 10. That's 9 days from your menses or 10 days from your menses. So what I would advise you to do is that from day 6, day 5, you can start having frequent sex as much as you can with your partner during that period. So that's my personal advice to you. So from if you are sure your cycle is 23, 24 days cycle, so your ovulation is likely going to be like day 9, day 10. So after your period, that's a period, say even close to the end of your period, when you start seeing droppings, depending on how long your period is, you can start having sex during that period and having frequent regular sex. That's my help to increase it. So I don't know if that makes sense, but definitely I'm going to be making a video on how to calculate your cycle effectively well. I'll make a video. I think I need to look for a day to do that, because if I'm to do that, I have to turn my camera. I have to use the landscape aspect of my camera to be able to shoot that particular video. And yeah, I need all the support I will need to making that video, because it's been long actually settle down to make videos. So it takes a lot to make videos. So that's why I just come to take your questions now. But when I'm able to make videos, I will do so. All right. I just hope that helps. What you should do, confidence, just subscribe, turn on the notification bell. When I upload that video, I believe you get notified and you definitely watch the video. But I'm going to do it soon. Yeah, I'm going to do it as soon as possible so you have access to it. I'm going to be doing it soon. I have my board, so I might, yeah, I'm going to be doing it soon. If you have any questions, feel free to drop on the comment section. I'll be willing and ready to take that questions for you. I'm trying to see how I'm going to put the board, the camera, how I'm going to stand. I'm just trying to picture out how I'm going to do it. I'm trying to picture out how I'm going to get it sorted out. But definitely I'm going to get it sorted out, okay? So Raju said, hi, dear Mary's sister. Hi, Raju, how are you doing? It's nice having you on our live section today. So we have Gladys. Gladys said, Ma, I need help. Okay, let's see. I think, Gladys, have you not calculated your cycle before? Because I know you've been on our live section before, but I don't know if I've calculated your cycle before. So Gladys said, Ma, I need help. May 27. You saw it in May 27. Let's calculate for Gladys. You can also learn confidence. So we have May 27. She said she saw a mid period. This, my pencil is not working. Sorry, let me just quickly get a bio that is working. I'm coming. All right, we're back. So I had to go and get my daughter's box of pencil. So I have to get a box of pencil. Hopefully I see the ones that are working, because she's always messing everything up. Let's see if this one is working. This is not writing. I think I need to declutter this pencil box. I think I need to declutter this pencils box, because I don't know why she will have. Okay, it's not her fault. It's actually my fault. So what we are going to do now, we want to calculate Gladys' cycle. I hope this pen bar is working. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We want to calculate Gladys' cycle. Gladys said that on May, she saw it on the 27th. So I'm going to mark 27th of May. Then in June, she saw it 21st. Gladys, are you sure we've not calculated this cycle before? 21st. Then in July, she saw it on the 16th. So we're going to mark 16. I want to know the ovulation day. Okay. So let's calculate for Gladys. How to calculate it is that you calculate from May 27 to June 20th. How many days? May 27 to June 20th, which is a day before her next period. So you don't add that 21st when her next period started. So you're going to be starting from, is it? Okay, let me just answer Igodaro. So you're going to be starting from May 27, which is when her period started in May, to June 20th, which is a day before the next period started. So if we calculate the days interval, it's going to be 20, 21, 22, 23. So we have the first one, we got 23 days. Then the second one, we're going to calculate from June 21st to July 15. How many days? So that's going to be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 25 days. Yeah, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 25 days. Then from June to July 15. So that's all calculated. So from the average, now looking at it, you have like 23 or 25 days cycle. 23 or 25 days cycle. So let's just say we pick the smallest, which is 23. So 23 minus 14. That's going to give us like 9. So I think that's going to give us like 9. So if it's giving us 9, so it's going to be 9 days from your period is actually your ovulation. 9 days from your period is actually your ovulation, plus or minus. So if you saw your period 16, so 9 days from July 16, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 24th. So your ovulation day has passed, which is 24th of July. 24th of July plus or minus 2, that's 25, 26. So it's possible your ovulation day has passed, Igodaro Gladys. So when you see your menses again, count 9 to 10 days, like 9, 10 days from the day you saw your period. So that's going to give you your ovulation day. Is that okay, Gladys? Gladys, is that okay? Did you get that? So Confidence said, all right, ma, please tell me if I'm correct. To calculate ovulation, is it 14 minus any number of your cycle? Yes. If you have 32 days cycle, you subtract from 14 from it. So that gives you your ovulation day. That's going to give you how many you are going to count to get your ovulation day. For example, someone that has like 28 days cycle. So if you have 28 days cycle, you subtract 14 from it. And that's going to be 14. So it simply means that 14 days from your menses is actually your ovulation day, if you are sure that your cycle is 28 days. So whatever your cycle is, remove 14. When you remove 14, that figure, you calculate the number from your menses. So that's going to tell us when you are ovulating or not. So Uchena, I don't know if that is clear. Uchena, Confidence, let me know if it's clear on the comment section. So we have a question from Raju. Raju said, I have a small dart. Due to few situation, my 6-month-old baby is used to bottle feed. I used to pump milk. Since he's not latching, I could not pump now. I'm worried if he will be healthy in future. Guilt. Let me tell you something. They will be healthy. They will be fine. Okay? If you are pumping, be it the baby is sucking directly from the breast or you are pumping and giving the baby, it's the same thing. It's the same breast milk. So he's going to be healthy. He's going to be fine. You don't have to feel guilty of anything. You don't have to feel guilty of anything at all. So if he's latching, you give him the breast. If he's not latching and you pump and there's no milk, you can take some food that tends to increase lactation. But if it's not working, you can starve him. You have to look for other alternatives. You have to look for baby formula to give to him. So you don't have to feel guilty of it. You don't have to feel guilty at all. This is me telling you, Raju, you don't have to feel guilty. Personally, my kids, normally, World Health Organization advise you breastfeed for 1 to 2 years. But what I noticed with my kids is that when they start taking formula, automatically they stop anything breast milk. Yes, they stop breast milk. Sometimes I feel bad about it because I really want them to latch for at least 9, 10, at least 1 year, but it doesn't work out on me. And please, you don't have to feel guilty that your kids are not latching properly or they're not getting that breast milk. It's not your fault. What you have to do is to give them what they will need to actually stay healthy. If you can breastfeed, there's a lot of breast milk coming, go ahead and give them. But if you've tried everything you can and there is no breast milk, it is not your fault. They're still going to be healthy. We have kids that are bottle fed, that were formula fed, that are doing excellently well, that they are healthy, they are intelligent. Generally, breast milk is very healthy. Breast milk is good for brain development. Breast milk is good for your immune system. But that doesn't mean formula is a write-off. That doesn't mean that if you give your kids formula, they're not going to do well. They're not going to be intelligent. They're not going to be healthy. Their immune system is not going to be strong. That is all wrong. So if you have the breast milk, give to your child. But if it's not there, allow yourself breathe. You need that space. Raju, I don't know if that helps. So we have Precious Ezine said, okay, Gladys said that's okay. Yes, ma. Confidence said, yes, ma. It's clear. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. So we have a question from Precious Ezine. Said, these were my period days. So I think I don't have a calendar for January, February, March. So I might just start with May to just give you an estimate. I'll just start with May to give you an estimate. But if you want to get it, I think Precious Ezine, I will explain, but I'm going to use your May, June, and July cycle to calculate. But you can go ahead and use the previous one to calculate orders. So let me just use your May. You said in the month of May, you saw it's May 21st. So I'm going to asterisk May 30 because I only have May calendar with me. You saw it's May 21st. Then in June, you saw it's June 20th. And in July, you saw it July 27th. So you want to know your cycle. Now, from the look of things, like I earlier said, how to calculate, 21st of May is when you saw your period. So you're going to calculate from 21st of May to 19th of June. Thank you very much, Raju. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the pounds. Thank you for the money. I really appreciate Raju. I think Raju is always giving me a lot of money every time. Thank you very much, Raju. We really do appreciate. Thank you. Thank you, Raju. So May. So we have May 21st, June 20th, May 21st, June 20th, July 27th. So from May 21st, you are going to calculate from May 21st to June 19. From May 21st to June 19. From May 21st to June 19. So that's the first one. So we have 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So between May to June, you have 28 days, which is pretty cool. So the next one you're going to be calculating is now from June 20th to July 26th. From June 20th to July 26th, that cycle is not looking regular. From June 20th to July 26th. So if we have 26th of July, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. That's pretty long. That's 37 days. So let me calculate your July to August. Okay, sorry. So from the look of things, Precious Ezine. Good night, Raju. Thank you very much for the cash. I really do appreciate it. You can see feel free to drop some pounds for me. Feel free to drop some cash on the comment section. So let's go back to what I was saying. So Precious Ezine, if you look at it, your cycle doesn't look regular from these things you gave me. One was 28 days and the other was 37 days. That's like a difference of almost, that's a difference of probably 7, that should be a difference of more than 10 days. That doesn't look regular. Did you fall ill? Did you take any medications? Did you take any Postino 2 during this period? Because things like that can actually alter your cycle. Let me see if I can calculate, because that doesn't look regular for me. Did you fall ill? Did you take any medications during this period? Were you stressed out during the period of June to July? Because that's a huge gap. Let me know in the comment section, please. So we have Akim Godom. Akim Godom, how are you doing? It's nice having you on our live section today. Let me know in the comment section, Precious. Precious, I'm waiting. So most of the times when I come live, despite all the questions, I hardly get stars. I hardly get gifts though. But when I see people like Raju coming, they give me stars. I really do take my time to appreciate them a lot. Yeah, it actually takes a lot to actually give from the little you have or from the mighty you have. So this is me using this opportunity to specially thank Raju, because this is not the first time Raju is actually giving me stars. Like, I think when she gave birth to her baby in the early months of her baby, she came with some questions during that period at the early stage. I think her baby was just few months or few weeks, and she had a lot of questions. After I answered her question, she gave us some pounds, and now she's here again. After we've answered her question, she actually gave us some stars and some cash. I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate the fact you appreciate the efforts we're putting into this. So feel free to also do what Raju did. That's actually a great one. So Precious Ezine, please and please let me know if you get what I'm saying. Precious Ezine. Precious, are you still there, Precious, or is network disturbing? While we are waiting for Precious, if you have any question, feel free to drop on the comment section while we are waiting for Precious. So for those that have been following, our live is usually for 1 hour. Is it that from 9 to 10, 10 to 11? So usually the 1 hour live section. So hopefully in the next 10, 15 minutes, we're going to be ending the live, depending on the number of questions we come across. So if you have any question, drop on the comment section now before the live ends. And Precious, we are waiting for the feedback. We are waiting for what you have to say before our live ends. So we're just waiting for the questions before the live ends. Gordon, how are you doing? Are you still there, Gordon? Do we have any question? So let's do a poll and see. Did you enjoy life? Oh, I think. Oh, so Hakim Godo said, I'm okay. I don't know why all the message just came once. Ikema Gift said, hi. Ikema Gift, how are you doing? Confidence, Uchena, good night, my goodness, confidence, good night. Hakim said, yes, on this rock, hi, how are you doing? I don't know why it's like the message is not delivered on time. Now all the messages are being delivered. So let's see. No, please, I don't take pills, but during my 3 days was having some yellow discharge and light watery discharge. Are you having any infection, Precious Azine? Because the gap between your June and July measures is quite large. So Isn't it? What's going to happen? Just come on live tomorrow. I'll bring a bigger calendar. I think with the bigger calendar, I'll be able to use your previous month. Maybe that particular month you passed through a lot of stress. That was why the variation. So I can calculate from January, February, March, April, and May. So that's what I can do. But let me screenshot it. Maybe I'll just when I'm less busy before the next live. You gave me from January to. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to calculate all of them and let you know if it's worth it. So that's that. So we have on his rock B. On his rock B, how are you doing? It's nice having you on our live section. On this rock B said, watching from Canada. Thank you very much on this rock B for joining the live section. If you have any question, feel free to drop on the comment section. Okay. So please, I need your help about sperm donors. When you say you need your help, you need my help about sperm donors, what in particular? Personally, I don't have a sperm donor factory or something, but when it comes to sperm donor, you have to go to most fertility clinic. When you need a sperm donor, you have to go to most fertility clinic. They have to give you, they will tell you the pros and cons, what is involved. They are going to tell you how to do it and how it works. I think when you go, each hospitals have their different policies and have the different ways they do things. So that's my advice. I don't know what exactly you want me to talk about in regards to the sperm donor, but if you are more specific, I think that is going to narrow what I'm going to say, because sperm donors, that question is actually very broad if you really want to talk about it. So no, you don't have to be scared, precious. It doesn't. You are seeing as far as you're seeing your menses every day, every month. That's a sign that you're ovulating. So it's not something you should be scared of. For you to be seeing your menses every month, that's a sign you are ovulating, and that's a sign that you're fertile. So you don't have to be scared about fertility. Well, I will try and help you calculate it, or tomorrow I'll bring a bigger calendar to help you calculate it proper. So that's it. Precious, let me know if that's clear. So, Olekan, please let me know what you are talking about in regards to sperm donor. Olekan, please let me know what you are talking about, your question that you're asking in regards to sperm donor. Like I earlier said, there are different things in regards to sperm donor. We can't just say, oh, this is it. No. So do we have any more questions? If you are just coming across this live for the first time, my name is Mercy Mary. I am a registered nurse midwife in Nigeria, but I'm currently practicing in the UK as a registered adult nurse. On this channel, we talk about health, we talk about reproductive health, we talk about sexual health, we talk about fertility, but I usually advise for personalized health advice. You see your doctor. And if this is the first time of coming across to our channel, all you have to do first of all is to double tap on the screen to like the video. Double tap on the screen to like the video. Just tap on the screen twice, 1, 2, and it automatically likes the video. Then go to our channel, click on the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell. So whenever we pop any new video, you are able to know that, okay, we are live, we've put a new video. That's going to guide you through. So that's why it's very important for you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. All right. On our live sections, you drop your questions in regards to your health, in regards to reproduction, in regards to fertility, and we try as much as possible to provide useful answers and useful guidance for you. But for your personalized health advice, I usually advise you consult your doctors, your GPs, or your health practitioner, wherever they may be. So that's the best. But we just give like a general health advice here. Okay, that's a disclaimer. So please feel free to drop your questions in the comment section before the live ends. Drop your questions. And for those that are having difficulties calculating your cycle, I have a mini calendar here that starts from May, June, July. So that's what I have here. So we can also use that to help you calculate your cycle before the live ends. And if you have any question, do I keep saying it? If you have any question, just drop on the comment sections. So we're going to be shooting more videos often, but I'm just trying to get a particular time that befits me to actually shoot the video, because for me to shoot a full video, I have to be mentally and physically prepared for it. I don't just want to shoot. I want to shoot and give value. So I have to be mentally and physically prepared to actually shoot. And why I'm doing this live session, because we have a lot of questions on the comment section, which 1 hour is not enough for me to answer all of them. So the best I could do is to come live, answer your questions, the ones I'm capable of answering. They provide answers for it. So if your questions are not answered under the comments, this is an opportunity for you to ask that particular questions here. So Precious Ezine said, I always try to calculate myself, but I cannot understand it because the period app I use always calculates with 28 days. And someday they give me for my next period won't come out to be correct. So personally, that is why I advise you knowing how to calculate it yourself. So if you know how to calculate it yourself, you can actually check the two. You can checkmate the two, the one in the app and the one you're calculating yourself, if there's a fluctuation. So personally, like I said, I'm going to be shooting a video for that, but I'm trying to create a time for it. I'm going to shoot a video for it, simplify it as much as I can. So anticipate that video. If I want to calculate that now, I can't, because I'm using a front camera for the live section. And when I bring the board close to explain, it's kind of mirror the image. It's not giving you the numbers as it appears as I'm saying it. So it mirrors the image, thereby making it difficult for you to see what I'm explaining. So for me to shoot that video, I will need like somebody to assist me, like a videographer, my husband or somebody. So I need to work with that to be able to shoot that video on how to calculate your cycle. But you people should anticipate the video soon, because calculating your cycle is something very paramount for all ladies out there. Because when you calculate your cycle, when you know your cycle, it's more or less give you it makes you have this charge or this power over your body, because you understand better what is happening in your body. So Jennifer Fringmore said, I don't get my period every month, but I'm unable to conceive. Please, I need help. So if you are not seeing your period every month, personally, there are a lot of reasons why. And the number one reason is that we usually talk about is PCOS. If you've been trying to conceive for long now, I advise you go and see the doctor. First of all, I will also think about helping you to calculate your cycle. Yeah, let's see. When you say your period is like it's not appearing every month, so that could mean that, okay, there's an irregularity in it. You could be having an irregular cycle. So that could mean you should see the doctor. If it's irregular cycle, definitely you need to see the doctor, and the doctors might check out for some scan. And if you're having a 32-day cycle, you might not see your period in a month. So when you say irregular period, sometimes you might not see it in a month. The next month, you see it at the very beginning, maybe on the 1st, on the 2nd. So it's possible like that for those that have like 32-day cycle. For example, in the month of April now, in the month of February, you might not see your period because you have a 32-day cycle. And the month of February, you just have 29 days or so. So it usually happens like that. Sometimes for those that have like 32-day cycle, 31-day cycle. But if you know that it's usually longer than 32 days, like you see your period today, the next one you're going to be seeing is maybe the next 45 days, next 60 days, then that's something you should see the doctor about. So, Jennifer, if you're having a regular cycle of, okay, you said my cycle is regular, mainly 28 and 29. That's a regular cycle. So if you want to calculate your ovulation now, it's just like 28 days minus 14. So that's 14. So you have to calculate like 10 days. I would advise 10 days. 10 days from the day you started seeing your period, and try to have sex, frequent sex during your fertile window. That's my help. I don't know if you've done that before. If you've done that before, you've had sex in your fertile window and nothing is coming, I will advise you to go and see a fertility expert, like doctors that know things about fertility. I'm trying to break it down. Doctors that know things about conception, doctors that know things about how to give birth. So I will advise you to go and see those doctors for them to do a food test. They might do a semen analysis on your husband, because it's not just a woman thing, like I will always say. The man is also involved. So when you know your cycle is regular, you know you are having sex during your fertile window, but nothing is coming out, it's very important for you to take your husband alongside, for you to go for fertility screening. I know most times the men are very difficult to carry along. Some men, not all. I think you should talk to partner calmly and let them know that this screening is very important. They just want to check for the sperm count. They just want to check for the sperm motility and everything about the sperm. Just make sure it's fine. So if both of you can go for a fertility checkup and see how it goes. So if you're above 35 years and you've been trying for the past 6 months, I would advise you go and see the fertility doctor. But if you are less than 35 years, they usually advise you wait for a year. They usually advise you wait for a year. But if you're above 30, you're above 35 years, they usually advise after 6 months, you go and see the fertility expert. So I don't know if that helps, Jennifer, except you have other questions to ask in regards to what I just said. So Isaac said, what happened if you are seeing your period twice a month? And how can you calculate your cycle? It is normal to see your period twice a month, especially for those that have a short cycle. There are some ladies that have 22-day cycle. There are some ladies that have 24-day cycle. So if you have a short cycle, you can see your period twice a month. So the best thing is to just calculate how many days cycle you have. And for us to calculate that, we need to start dates, like at least 3 different start dates of your menses to be able to help you calculate your cycle. So Jennifer said that he did a test 2 weeks ago and it was fine. Though I don't see my ovulation regularly. You see your ovulation regularly. That's what I usually tell ladies. If you are seeing your menses every month and it's sure that there's your period every month, you are ovulating. Because if there is no ovulation, there's no period. There will be no menses, except it's an abnormal uterine bleeding. Except there's an abnormal uterine bleeding or some other abnormalities. But as far you are seeing your menses every month, it's a sign that you're ovulating. Sometimes you might not notice those ovulation signs, but you're ovulating. Because for menses to come out, for you to see your monthly flow every month, it's a sign that before that, 14 days before that menses, you ovulated, your body has released egg. So it's you trying to plan sex in that fertile window. And what I advise while trying to conceive, it is very, very important for you to eat healthy. It is very, very important to work on your diet, not only on you as a woman, but also on your spouse. In my previous video, I talked about the benefits of making smoothies, like smoothies rich in bananas, spinach, nuts, like almond nuts, cashew nuts, groundnuts. All these things are very, very important. You should eat more of veggies, not just for you alone, but also for your spouse. They should eat a lot of veggies, spinach. Spinach is there. Fish, like your mackerel fish, your Titus fish that contains omega-3. All these things are very, very important for sperm health, and they are very important for your reproductive health. So that is why if you are trying to conceive, you try as much as possible to stay away from processed food. Focus more on like natural food, organic food. Focus more on eating healthy. That's in general, that's what I'm trying to say. Focus more on eating healthy because that's going to go a long way to help. Though there is also something called unexplained infertility. I've talked about this in my previous live section. Unexplained infertility is when tests are done for both parties and yet it is confirmed that they are not pregnant. That is unexplained infertility. So that's something you should look out for. So Jennifer Frigma said, that is why I'm confused, nurse. I do have full period days, 7. Thank you for the advice. You're welcome. All right, so just eat healthy and keep trying. Don't stop. Try and have fun while having sex. Don't be so like, oh, I need to conceive, and you might not have fun while doing that. So Star Girl said, for someone that don't eat fish, what can one substitute with? There are a lot of veggies. You can, at least if you're not eating fish, you should eat some veggies. You should eat some meat, your beef, your lamb meat, and those steak. They're actually healthy, right? Yeah. So you should eat a lot of veggies, a lot of fruits, bananas, okra. You eat okra, yams. Like research work has shown that there's a particular village. Why am I saying okay? There's a particular village in is it Ogun or Oyo State? They call it Igbo Ora. It's like few miles from Lagos. They call the community Igbo Ora. This Igbo Ora community, they are known for twins. They have a lot of twins in that community. So when they did a mini research on them, they found out that the food that these people eat, they eat a lot of okra and they eat a lot of yam. So when they did a research on this food, they found out that this food has these estrogens in them that actually helps with to stimulate the lady's eggs, to stimulate the lady's ovaries to release egg. So generally, if you're trying to conceive, I also advise eating okra. I also advise eating yam as like add it to your diet to help with the estrogen levels and fertility. So I advise eating all those things. That's my personal advice. Okay, add it to your own food list. I don't know if that helps. So do we have any question? Do we have any question for today? Okay, Stargate, let's see. What's your question before we go? We've spent more than 1 hour. The live was supposed to last for just 1 hour, but we spent more than 1 hour. I am feeling dehydrated and my water is finished. I drink a lot of water, so it's not my fault. I like staying hydrated with water, so my water has finished and I might need another bottle. So if you are just joining our live section for the first time, if this is the first time of coming across this YouTube channel, let me introduce myself to you again. My name is Mercy Mary. I am a registered nurse midwife in Nigeria, but I'm currently practicing in the UK as a registered adult nurse. So what you have to do if you're watching this live, double tap the screen. Just click on the screen twice if you are watching, and it automatically likes the video. Double tap the screen and it automatically likes the video. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so. Make sure you click on the subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the notification bell. So whenever we come live or whenever we drop a video, at least you are the first to get that video and you are first to watch. And always make sure you drop a comment if you are the first to watch my video. There's supposed to be a video dropping tomorrow on testosterone replacement therapy. I think that video should be coming soon. So that's one thing you should take note of. So we have Musinga Isaac said, please, if you see your period just one day and your period just stopped, what is the case? So normally, the period days are supposed to last between 2 to 7 days. Your period should last between 2 to 7 days. So anything less than 2 days is something you need to see the doctor about. Anything less, so you're seeing your period for just 1 day, what I advise you to do is to go and see the doctor. 2 to 7 days is the average. If it's more than 7 days, see the doctor. If it is less than 2 days, see the doctor. So that's my advice for you, Isaac, and I hope that helps. All right. Hey, we have Dr. Rumbi. Glad I managed to catch this live. Thank you very much, Dr. Rumbi, for joining our live. I feel so excited to have you on our live today, Dr. Rumbi. How are you doing? And trust you are doing great. It's nice having you on the live section, Dr. Rumbi, seriously. Please, everybody, say hello to Dr. Rumbi in the comment section. Say hello to Dr. Rumbi. Say hello to Dr. Rumbi. We have a doctor in the comment section, a doctor that was previously a midwife, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Dr. Rumbi was a midwife, so she has a lot of knowledge in regards to midwifery, pregnancy, delivery. Yeah, before she became a GP. Yeah. So Dr. Rumbi has a good knowledge in midwifery. So everybody say hello to Dr. Rumbi in the comment section. And do well to follow Dr. Rumbi on YouTube. If you are not following her, she is good at what she does. Do it to follow Dr. Rumbi on YouTube. Just click on the subscribe button too and follow Dr. Rumbi. Feel free to ask her questions on the comment section too. Thank you, Dr. Rumbi, for joining our live. So we have people telling you hello on the comment section, Dr. Rumbi. So the live is supposed to come to an end now. You're so kind. Oh, thank you very much, Dr. Rumbi. So our live, we usually do these live sections, like 1 hour every day for the now. So that's it. We've spent more than 1 hour because we'll be having a lot of questions on the comment section. Okay, let me see. I see Mustafa said, I see my period 1 a month and after 2 to 3 and it comes. Sorry, Mustafa, I think your question is not clear to me. You said, I see my period once a month and after 2 to 3 and it comes. Sorry, Mustafa, if there's a way you can rephrase your question, I think there's a typographical error. Like there's a typographical error and I can't understand what you typed in the comment section. If there's a way you can type it in a way that I can understand, please, I would really appreciate. Is that okay, Mustafa? Mustafa, I'll be waiting. So I'm going to leave the live by, let's say 7 minutes time. 1:20. I'm going to leave the live in 6 minutes time. So feel free to retype your question again and correct the typographical error so that I can understand it. Because from what you type, I can't understand your question directly. So we're waiting for Mustafa before the live goes on. Let's see if Mustafa will be able to do that before we go off. So we're waiting for Mustafa before we go off. To others that have liked the video, thank you. To others that have gifted us, thank you very much for the gifts. I didn't really expect it, but I was surprised. But Raju is always a gifter. Whenever she comes on my live, she asks her questions and she gets answers. She always say thank you with the gift. So thank you very much, Raju, and all those that have supported so far. We're just going to wait for Mustafa, and afterwards, we're going to go. So we have a question from Tamalot. Tamalot said, please, for someone with cycle length of 30 days, when is their best ovulation day? So if you have a cycle length of 30 days, to get your ovulation, just remove 14. Like if your cycle is 30 now, it's going to be, your ovulation is going to be 30 minus 14, and that's like 16. So what she's going to do, when she starts seeing her period today, she's going to count 16 days. 16 days from the day she started seeing her period. That's going to be her ovulation. But before that ovulation, it's already fertile period, because sperm can last in the body for like 5 to 7 days on an average. So day 16 is our ovulation. But what I advise, if you're trying to conceive, you can start having sex from day 13, day 14. That's going to go a long way to help. So because that period is your fertile window. Anything can happen during that period, because sperm lasts long, but egg is just 24 hours. After 24 hours, the egg is gone. But at least the sperm can last long in the vagina, in the space it's supposed to stay. It can last long in your body in general. So that's it. Tamalot, let me know if your question has been answered. So the ovulation day, if you really want to get the ovulation day, is day 16. But if you are trying to conceive, you can start having sex before that day 16. You can start from day 15, day 12, day 13. So because that period is your fertile window. So Mustafa said, what causes it? I see my period once and it comes after some time. When you say you see your period once, does it mean that it happens just one day? If it happens just one day, like I said, see the doctor. If you are seeing your period for just one day, see the doctor. See the doctor. Probably they're going to tell you to do some scan, to do some blood analysis. So the doctor is going to be in the best position to advise you on what to do. So if you are having your period for just one day, that is already a sign of an irregular cycle, irregular meses. So you have to see the doctor to get it sorted out. So that's what I advise you to do, Mustafa, if that is okay by you. I believe it's going to be okay by you, because you have to do it as soon as possible. So Jennifer said, please, can one with PCOS conceive naturally? My last question. Yes. There are a lot of people with PCOS that have conceived naturally. Just that it's a bit dicey. When you have PCOS, it reduces the chances of you conceiving naturally. But that doesn't mean that you can't conceive naturally. You can if you have PCOS. You ovulate, but just that it is not like frequent. It is not as regular as someone that does not have PCOS. For someone that does not have PCOS, they're able to calculate their cycle. They know they have regular cycle. They're able to know their ovulation. They're able to track it down. They're able to have sex during that period. But for someone with PCOS, it takes a lot to be able to track down your ovulation. It takes a lot to be able to track down the day you are fertile. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, Jennifer. So they can actually conceive. There are a lot of women out there that has PCOS and they conceive naturally without even any drugs. But if you have PCOS, what I advise you, if you have PCOS, you are married and you've been trying to conceive for like 3-4 months, it is not a bad idea for you to go and see the doctor. Even if you like for 1 month, it's better for you to seek advice. The earlier you seek advice, the better. The earlier you seek advice, the better. So if you have PCOS and you are trying to conceive, see the doctor as soon as possible. Let them know your fears, let them know your concerns, and let them see how they can best help you. So that's my advice, free monk, Jennifer, and I hope that helps. So Mustafa said it comes once in a month and it takes like 3 to 2 months before it comes again. See the doctor. That's an irregular cycle. If it comes this month and it takes like 2-3 months before you see your menses, it could be a sign of PCOS. There are a lot of cases of PCOS out there. So it could be a sign of PCOS. What I advise you to do is to see the doctors. The doctors might give you some medications that will help stimulate your ovaries to release egg. So that's my personal advice for Mustafa, and I hope that helps. So Tamlot said, another question, please, Ma. Is having clear discharge from one breast a thing of concern to a trying to conceive mother? Yes. If you're having breast discharge, if you're having like, let's just say breast milk, let me just use the term breast milk from the breast. It might be a sign of hormonal imbalance. It might be a sign of hormonal imbalance. And when you're having hormonal imbalance, that can affect your ovaries from releasing egg, especially if it's this prolactin, your prolactin level is high. That can affect your egg release. That can affect your fertility in general. So if you're having discharge from the breast, I will advise to see the doctor. They might do some bloods. They might take some blood samples to analyze the blood samples, and they might also do some scans to check to check for PCOS and all that. So I don't know if that helps Tam a lot. If you're having breast discharge and you are trying to conceive, please see the doctor as soon as possible so they give you useful help. It's not something you just keep to yourself and like, oh, I'm trying to conceive. It could be hormonal imbalance, and hormonal imbalance can affect your fertility. So Jennifer said, okay, nurse, thank you so much. Well understood. You're welcome, Jennifer. And I'm going to end the poll. Thank you very much to all those that voted in the poll. So we're going to end the poll now. So I think it is time for us to end the live section. For those that have questions, we might not be able to take it again because I've tried. We spent more than almost 1 hour, 30 minutes. The live was supposed to last for 1 hour. Bless you. You see, I'm already dehydrated. I need to go and take a lot of water after this live. So we're going to be doing another live tomorrow. So join our live tomorrow and bring your questions. I need to go offline because I need to get some rest. I need to wake up on time because I have kids I'm taking care of. All right. I'm sorry I'm unable to take any other questions. Please, I have to close my eyes to your questions right now because I need to go end the live. Thank you very much, everyone, for staying tuned. Thank you very much for joining our live section. If you've not double tapped to like the video, kindly do so now. Just double tap the screen and it automatically likes the video. And if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you are missing a lot. Kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out. All right. Bye and see you in our next live section tomorrow.